So today I'm going to be taking you through my Semi Freeform Dreads wash routine. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the Atreyu Locs channel. Hi. I'm Atreyu, a Semi Freeformer who is dedicated to bringing you guys the best tips to grow a healthy set of locks. If this is your first time, make yourself comfortable. I am glad to have you. I, as I said, will be washing my dreads today because it's wash day and they need some moisture. So I'm going to take you through the things that I do. I'm not going to try to get the camera in the shower while I'm washing. You guys know how to wash your hair. And if you don't, there are tons of other lock washing videos where the screen is fogging up and stuff. Yeah. I'm going to leave you guys to do that and trust that you can wash your hair properly without my help. But what I do want to show you is the specific process that I go through as someone who has seborrheic dermatitis. So I have to do something special, meaning I have to use a special shampoo and I have to let that shampoo sit on my scalp for a certain amount of time. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So while I'm still here, the first thing I do is I have this bad boy. I'm about to draw blood, but no, not really. And then I have my ketoconazole shampoo, and this is 2%. So the first thing that I do is I take the top off of this and I push this all the way in so that I can have all that room to pull up, right? Through suction. And so this gets a little tricky, but yeah, you can just do it like this. And then once you feel the liquid start to kind of get in that area, and usually I do this over a sink, so you guys, the things I do for you. So once I think it's in that area, then I will start to pull. There we go. You guys can't see. My fingers are blocking it. All right. And yeah, just keep pulling until I can't anymore. And then I turn it back around and I wipe the excess off. Okay. And then this is what I'm going to use before I get in the shower. So I'm going to part through my hair. That's the point of using this. I know there was one locker I saw who also has seborrheic dermatitis that uses, her dermatologist told her to only use a certain amount, and that's why she used hers, right? Because I guess she was using too much or maybe not enough. And she also used it to specifically pinpoint the problematic areas. And that's the reason that I use it. So I'm gonna just go through kind of like oiling my scalp. But we know that those days are long gone for me. So I'm going to be applying this special shampoo, the ketoconazole shampoo, to my scalp all over, okay? And then I'm going to get in the shower and wash my hair, okay? So this is like the pre-step before I get in the shower and commence to washing. Something else that I will do is I will just kind of run a little bit of water from the sink and kind of wet my scalp, and so that the moisture is there, and then this will start to lather if it's going to, which it usually does a little bit, okay? So yeah, any questions? Ask me in the comment section. All right, let's get to the next step so you can see how I do it, exactly what I do. Hey, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. How about that? Now, because it is super cold out, I think our high today is like 34 degrees Fahrenheit. In fact, we may have already achieved our high. I'm going to bump this up to like 75, 76, and that's going to assist my hair in drying, okay? All right, so at this point, I'm just running some water, grabbing it like in my hand like that, and then just putting it on my scalp. The good thing about water is that it runs, so you can get your scalp wet relatively easily, you know. The trickiest part is just not really spilling any before you get it to your scalp. Alright, so now that I've gotten my scalp decently wet, turn the water off. Be sure to save that water. Alright, and so now I'm going to take this dropper and just kind of go through. Don't mind me as I look at the mirror behind the camera. Yeah, and see how it starts to lather up already. Alright, so I'm just gonna go throughout my scalp, applying this shampoo, the special shampoo. Another reason that I like to do this before I actually get into the shower is because it has to sit on your scalp 5 to 10 minutes to actually work. Okay? It takes that long. If you're in the shower and then you put it on and then you immediately rinse it out, you're not getting the benefit that you're supposed to get from using it in the first place. Okay? So I like to do this before I get in the shower, and then, you know, once I'm in there, it's already been in my head for at least a minute or two, maybe 3, depending on if I do something else before I hop in the shower. And then I don't have to, you know, just be sitting in the shower waiting, especially if I've already showered for the day. Usually if I haven't showered yet, then it's not a problem because I'll put it in, wash up, and then, you know, by the time I'm done, it's almost time to rinse this out. So yeah, just go through putting it in. Make sure you're getting your entire scalp, so part through those locks. And for instance, I need more now, so I'll do a refill right quick. Alright, so same thing, just kind of put it up there. See if I can not block the view this time. Can't really touch the camera. I want to make this focus on that, but it's not working. My head, it's paying attention to my face. Anyway, you'll see the red coming, even if it's a blurry red. So yeah, I'll just refill. And now get back to what I was doing. Finding the areas that you have not yet saturated with this. And then you also might notice that it's not lathering anymore. That's because it has the water that you apply to your scalp in that area is kind of dry, like it's dried up. So just reapply some more water, and that'll help get your lather going again. Alright, turn this one more, and then and you can have a towel around you if you're worried about water getting all over the place as well. Alright, so my scalp is pretty much lathered to my satisfaction with this ketoconazole shampoo. So I'm gonna head and shower, and I will meet you guys once I get out. Alright, so I just got out of the shower. I just got done washing my hair. I did not use a conditioner. I just used the ketoconazole shampoo, let that sit for a minimum of 5 minutes on my scalp. Then I used my Design Essential shampoos, the one that's for cleansing, and then the one that is for putting moisture back into my locks. So it was probably like a total of 3 or 4 washes. And I rinsed my hair out very, very, very thoroughly because I don't want buildup from the things that I'm using to, you know, cleanse them and keep them moistened. It's a weird word. Sorry about that. Anyway, so now I'm going to put them up in a towel. Something that I want to mention is that I did do a little bit of detangling, or separating, not detangling, separating of my locks while I was in the shower. You should take advantage of when your hair is wet because it will allow you to separate your locks more easily, okay? You don't need a spray bottle because they're already wet and you have the water running from the shower head. So you have that supply of water there. Right now, normally I would go through and do some more separating if I needed to. I don't always need to. My locks they've been behaving pretty well lately, so I don't need to separate anymore. So now that they're all separated, I'm going to take this towel and wrap my locks up. So what I usually do is I fling it forward and then bend over, you know, to a 90-degree angle, if you will. But I'm not gonna do that because the camera will get all wet. So another way that I will do it is kind of rotate my head. You guys can't see me, but this is kind of what it looks like. All right, and then I will take the towel, so like this, and I'll put that to the back. Okay. Now I'm gonna crisscross them and then rotate like this. Okay. And then that gets it to the top. All right. And then for the back, you just tuck it where you can get it in. Like that. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. So now I'm gonna let my hair sit up in this for, I don't know, at least 45 minutes. Sometimes I will not have gotten as much water out of my locks before exiting the shower as I could have, and so the towel will get saturated. So either if your towel is starting to feel wet, you can change to another towel, or if it's starting to feel wet, then that's normally when I let my locks down and air dry. And you guys remember I shot up my thermostat to I think 76 degrees Fahrenheit, so that will help them to air dry as well. Now if I need to go out, or if I need to go to bed and I obviously don't want to go to bed with them wet, then something else I will do is I'll pull out my blow dryer and just kind of try to get that excess moisture out of my locks so that I never have to worry about mildew and mold. All right, so yeah, it's pretty simple, you guys. My wash routine, my wash day, even with seborrheic dermatitis. Actually, the fact that I have seborrheic dermatitis has made it more minimalistic. Like I'm normally after a wash, even if I wasn't retwisting, I would be, you know, spraying with like some oil mixture, right? But now since I can't do that, it's out of the question. So basically, to boil it down, to quickly recap, all I do is put the ketoconazole shampoo on, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, rinse it out, and then I use whatever normal shampoos I normally use. And then if I'm not retwisting, which is 9 times out of 10 the case because I'm Semi Freeformer, then I just let them dry, and that's it. So the longest part of this process is obviously the time it takes for your hair to dry. So yeah, this is my routine. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Drop down below in the comment section and give me your thoughts. Let me know especially if you have seborrheic dermatitis, if your routine is similar or not, or what is your wash day routine? I am curious to know and compare and contrast. Maybe learn something from you guys. Maybe streamline and simplify this even more, even though it's pretty simple as is. If you choose to love, do so unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. This is Atreyu Locs, and I'll see you next week. I'm so silly. Peace.